From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough of the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh!
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn, man, giving you that kick-in update here on all the plants and stuff that I brought in from the container pond. Of course, I've been pretty damn busy working and I get off so late. I still got a ton of plants outside that I meant to bring to last Friday's aquarium auction, but I did not get a chance to do that. So I still have all of these in here that are growing crazy, and I thought I'd chime in on an update. So let's take a look at it. Well, one thing I noticed is everything does great outside. You don't have to do anything. There are some factors that change when you bring the plants inside, one of which, main and probably the most obvious, is the lighting. Of course, the lighting is important, the spectrum and everything, but one thing I didn't, and you'll notice, the air is not dry outside. It's constantly changing. It's hot, it's cold. We focus a lot on maintaining the temperature of the tank. But because the air is dry in here and you're exposed to that light, I think one thing that I want to keep in mind probably going forward is keeping these leaves wet, whether it be like with a spray bottle, spraying them, or just checking them routinely, because they do dry out and you get those brown edges, which looks horrible. I probably poke those off and let them regrow. This is starting to get dry, but because it's out of the main light, you'll see it's a little wet, probably from the condensation of the glass, and this is shooting through the glass. Of course, I'm using my my Samsung Note, which kind of, it adjusts the picture real fast, so you can't tell that's shooting the picture through the glass. But yeah, those leaves dry out and you get those ugly brown edges, which nobody likes. That you can see is growing out of the water. I had it out of the water. It's growing a little bit more. The leaves on this particular one are a little different. They're not like holding swords or anything. They're thicker and they tend not to dry out as much, but I'll probably put a little more energy into making sure that they're wet and moist. Let me take the cover off a minute here so you can see. Look at the difference. Now you know the cover off. So I added my little reptile / pond filter here to keep the water moving. My power head that I had under here, it's still there, but since I added all these plants, you can't even see it. It was moving the water around too much, and it was just driving my betas and my little fish nuts. So I just took it off. You'll see the molly is in there. He's still chilling, doing okay. The babies in there, I don't know how many babies are still in there, because I know my Killy was chasing them around like a madman. He usually sleeps behind the filter, so he only comes out when I drop some food in there. He don't care if I look at the tank or not. He doesn't come out unless there's something to eat. The Cory is swimming around in there somewhere. You'll see the root structure on this plant. I still don't know what the hell it is. If anybody has any idea what this plant is, I don't even remember where I got it. I think I got it from the lake upstate. I got a bad habit of moving plants from the lake. But look at the root structure. It's actually attaching to that rock. And this is a perfect example of not having to tie it down. That was originally standing up straight, and it grew towards the rock. Nature is a beautiful thing, man. I tell you, it's amazing to see things do that, what they want to do and how they do it. How does that plant know what to do? It just does, babe. So sometimes we put a little bit too much energy into trying to make things happen instead of just letting them happen. You know, all of these plants are outside. I didn't add a chemical. I didn't add CO2. I didn't add nothing. They just grew and grew on their own. So we'll see how they do over the winter, how they winter up in here. One of the light bulbs in this fixture did go out, so I got to replace one of these T5s. So it's running on one light bulb, which is probably good because I would have had even more dry spots if both of them were running. Everything's doing good. There's actually soil. If you look at my old videos, there's dirt only in this little part of the tank, and I covered it with gravel just so that if I wanted to put root tabs or I wanted to add a source of nutrients to the plants, that they would have that dirt to root down in. And everything is doing good, man. I got a few snails. That's one downside of having plants outside and bringing them in. Hard to focus on that little guy. Let me see if I can back up. Yeah. You know, you did get some snails outside, in which time I brought them inside. There's another one there. But they ain't bothering nothing, so what the hell? Who cares? They ain't broke, don't fix it. There's a few of them. I don't see any holes in the leaves. They're probably eating algae for the time being. And that's that. So everything's doing good, man. So post your questions, your comments, anything you want to hear, or any questions you have. Have the old corner box there just for shits and giggles. And everybody's doing good. I'm going to have to go outside and bring the rest of those plants in. So if anybody wants some plants, let me know. Maybe if you're in the Brooklyn area or something. I don't know how well they ship. Shipping stuff is crazy sometimes, depending on what it is, but I can try for you. Throw it in a bag, you know, ship it real quick. But post your questions, your comments. Check us out on Facebook. Join the Brooklyn Aquarium Society on Facebook. Give me a thumbs up here. Follow me here. And feel free to let me know about your sites. I like to post your sites on our webpage and stuff, you know, videos and things. I like to share each other's videos. And that'll be it, man. So I'm going to wrap it up here. This is D, getting ready for football Sunday, baby. Go Jets. All right. Pats, I got love for you, Patrick. You know, your Patriots. I got love for you. But, yeah. All right. So that's going to be me signing out. Till next time, this is D, chilling. And see ya. You're growing fat and lazy inside.
Dad, you're not going to freak out like you did at the petting zoo, are you?
Hey, that snail was about to charge.